What's good, guys? I've been missing you all a bunch while I'm abroad, but I'm always happy to hear you guys crushing it out in San Diego. Now, I'm here in front of you because I believe that I am the best fit for the role of VP of Recruitment, and I would love the opportunity to serve this chapter to the best of my ability. At USD, I am enthusiastic about meeting people and about public speaking, and I'm well known on campus with a large reach that can be utilized for finding new members. And throughout my time in beta, I've always had my eyes on recruitment. It is the only position that I'm running for because I'm confident in my involvement and in my preparation. Since freshman year, I have engaged myself whenever the topic of recruitment comes up. I have consistently been a Rush committee member and offered my time when it comes to tabling and recruitment events before and during the official Rush period. More specifically, I have filled in for Grant at an IFC Rush meeting during my last semester on campus and at the recruitment seminars of this past summer's Beta National Convention. Touching more heavily on the National Convention, I met advisors and VPs of recruitment from Beta chapters all throughout North America. I engaged in discussions about Rush events, conversation tactics with PNMs, and coming up with plans of actions where I learned what has worked for other chapters and what could also be improved. We also talked about two resources available to us, Lessonly and Fired Up, which include recruitment-based videos and articles, and they offer meetings with national advisors. Following the convention, I compiled an in-depth 11-page summary on everything that I learned and how I plan to apply and execute it within our chapter, and I shared this with current exec members. Throughout these notes that I collected during the convention and from my time in beta, I believe that we need to improve our approach to 365 recruitment, specifically through a more involved Rush committee, a stronger social media presence, and an increased engagement in campus life. The rest of the year is just as important as the 2 weeks of official Rush, and I would set a precedent to already have a solid group of PNMs that we have personally met and felt strongly about before Rush events start. Our Rush committee is a key factor to our success during the recruitment process. In my previous experience on Rush committee, I have noticed how levels of participation and low attendance at prep voting. The committee should be held to higher standards and understand their importance in our chapter. I have seen improvements from this semester, and I want to take those efforts a step further. That is why I would engage the Rush committee in bi-weekly meetings throughout the semester to plan events with PNMs and analyze our conversation tactics during the different stages of recruitment. I would also involve our DEI chair to address how we should handle harder topics of discussion with PNMs from different backgrounds. I would then relay all of this information to the rest of the chapter to ensure that we are cohesive in our answers. In order to help engage PNMs, we need to increase our presence in social media and make it a more useful tool for actives and PNMs alike. I propose that we create a link tree with important links for our chapter, current events such as Meta Principal and IFC registration, and I would also include a link to a permanent Google form where guys can fill out their personal info with a question asking about what they're looking for in a fraternity. By having this open all semester, we can find PNMs early on and pair them with an active that matches their interests in a fraternity who can reach out to them as a point of contact. In addition, by consistently updating our Feature Fridays, the PNMs recognize us all over campus. I would promote our chapter awards, alumni spotlights, and other info through highlights to remind people of the absolute studs that we are. If the PNMs feel familiar with our chapter and what we stand for, they'll feel way more comfortable at our events. Similarly, if people see us killing it on campus in different clubs and involving ourselves in programs with freshmen and other non-Greek students, they'll want to be involved in a group as strong as ours. It is vital that we are aware of our reputation on campus and that we are constantly working to uphold and improve it. I will actively seek out roles such as being an OSA in which we can involve ourselves, and in other Greek lives that we can participate in. I want to increase our excitement about all these activities so that way we can increase our presence in every event in the Greek community. Our work outside of the chapter is just as important as our work inside the chapter when it comes to showing PNMs why they should look at us as a group to admire and respect. Finally, I want to emphasize my commitment to the chapter and specifically to this role of VP of Recruitment. I understand the time management and organization that comes along with this commitment. That is why I would create a 30, 60, and 90-day plan leading up to Rush for both semesters and would meet with members and advisors of our chapter to finalize a plan with realistic goals and expectations that would be delivered to everyone. In terms of recent time management and organization, I worked 2 internships over the summer at a law firm and an architecture firm and averaged around 50-hour work weeks, which took a large amount of organization, balance, and commitment. I am giving my word to this chapter that I will go above and beyond to execute this position to the best of my ability. The events to meet PNMs outside of Rush, events during Rush, and our prep event will all be planned meticulously. I understand the importance of this position and the behind the scenes work that comes along with it, and I am ready to take on this role. So thank you guys for listening. Keep on killing up this semester, and I will see you boys in January.